For more than 60 years, Bob Dylan's Don't Think Twice, It's All Right has been this go-to anthem for heartbreak. You know, we hear that gentle melody and think it's this sad, sweet farewell. But what if it's not? What if we've had it wrong all this time? Today, we're going to deconstruct this folk classic and show you what it really is, one of the coldest, most brilliant breakup letters ever written. Everything in the song, every single line, builds to this. This is the real heart of the matter. It's not about sadness. It's a final judgment. It's a cold, hard verdict on a relationship. So let's unpack how Dylan gets us to this absolutely devastating final blow.
So first things first, we have to reframe how we think about this song. This is not a sad song about two people drifting apart. Nope, this is a perfect kiss-off. It's a masterful, calculated argument where the narrator just systematically takes his partner apart, all while pretending he's being the bigger person. The real genius is all in the delivery.
And the main tool he uses is just pure passive aggression. It's the ultimate head fake, right? The title itself, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, sounds so reassuring, but it's actually an order. He's dismissing her feelings before she can even have them. And every time he says, it's all right, he immediately follows it up with a reason why it is absolutely not all right, and of course why it's all her fault.
Think about how the song starts. There's no negotiation. There's no we need to talk. It just begins with a final declaration. The decision has already been made, the door is already closing, the whole conversation is over before it even has a chance to start. It's a total power move.
Right from the jump, he makes it clear his leaving is a fact. It's not a possibility, it's a certainty. He's literally telling her, by the time you wake up tomorrow, I won't be here. There's just no room to argue with that.
And then he drops this line, which is a complete shutdown. He's not just leaving, he's refusing to even give a reason. He puts all of the responsibility on her, pretty much saying, if you can't figure it out, that's your problem, not mine. It's his way of saying this whole discussion is completely beneath him.
So, the whole point of that first verse is to slam the door, lock it, and toss the key. See, he isn't breaking up with her in the song. He's just informing her that they are already broken up. The rest of the song, that's just him explaining why he was right to do it.
Okay, so he's out the door. Now, the second phase begins, the blame game. This is where he meticulously builds his case, piece by piece, to prove that the end of this relationship is entirely on her. And he does it all while keeping up that gentle, it's all right front. He starts with this image, a light in the window. That's a classic symbol of hope, right? Of a welcome home. But he just dismisses it out of hand. Why would he do that?
Well, because of this line right here. He claims he never actually felt that warmth from her to begin with. He's taking a potential act of kindness in the present and twisting it to be proof of her failure in the past. He's saying, don't bother trying to be welcoming now, you never were before. It's brutal.
And with this, he paints himself as the complete victim. He's not just a guy leaving, oh no, he's been forced out, cast into the darkness, all because of her coldness. See how that works? He's alone on a dark road, and it's all her fault.
And this is the heart of the whole passive-aggressive strategy. He says something that sounds really fair. I am saying you treated me unkind, but then he immediately follows it with a line that means the exact opposite. Like, I give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. So he pretends to be generous while actually accusing her of being emotionally destructive. He gives with one hand and stabs with the other.
And check out this casual little jab. This isn't a sad, wistful memory. It's another subtle piece of blame. He's implying that their entire relationship lacked depth because she wasn't a good communicator, which, of course, just gives him one more reason to leave.
So he's built his case, verse by verse, and now we get to the final stanza. And this is where that whole it's all right mask just completely shatters, and you see the pure, uncut bitterness underneath.
This line is an absolute knockout punch. Think about it. The word goodbye is a contraction of God be with you. It's a blessing. It's a parting with well wishes. And he is saying she doesn't even deserve that simple kindness. The anger here is so deep that even a normal farewell is too good for her. It is just an unbelievably cutting thing to say. And that brings us right back to the beginning, to this final crushing verdict. There's no sadness here, no looking back fondly. There is only a cold, hard calculation of loss. From his point of view, the entire relationship was nothing more than a complete waste of his precious time. It is the ultimate insult. So you have to ask, right? If the song is this cold,
this calculating, this mean, then why is it stuck around for over 60 years? Why do we keep coming back to this perfectly constructed, poisonous little song? Well, the answer is in its brutal honesty and its sheer genius.
I mean, just look at this number. Dylan himself has played this song live well over 1,000 times. This isn't some forgotten deep cut. This is a song that has been a core part of his story, a piece he comes back to again and again and again.
And you can trace its journey through the decades, from that raw acoustic original back in '63 to massive live albums in the '70s, all the way to archival releases coming out in the 2020s. The song has proven over and over that it fits into any era. It just doesn't get old.
So why does it endure? Well, because it taps into a feeling that's universal, even if it's an ugly one. Anyone who's been through a really bad breakup recognizes that cold anger. And when you combine that raw honesty with the masterful lyrics and that mesmerizing contradiction, the gentle music and the vicious words, you get something that's just timeless.
In the end, the title of the song is an instruction that's just impossible to obey. Dylan gives us this thing that is so complex, so cold, and so incredibly brilliant that for over half a century, we haven't been able to stop thinking about it. And my guess is, we never will.